second one was past too, but I've got lots and lots of water inside my shoes right now. The one that you see behind me is one of those, where gravity takes a back seat. We got a little bit of oxygen issue here. The temperature lies between minus 30 degrees and 10 degrees. It's being fixed though. 's currently standing at the 9th floor of Leh Palace. It's been constructed almost 450 years back. Earlier, the King of Leh used to live here, and as of now, it's become the museum for all the tourists to visit. The palace is open between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. for visitors. 500 meters ahead for Ladakh Shanti Stupa. To celebrate 2,500 years of Buddhism, both Japanese and Ladakhi Buddhists created this architectural beauty in the 1990s, which is inaugurated by the 14th Dalai Lama. The stupa is situated at the height of 11,800 feet, offers you a magnificent landscape, and offers you the best view for someone who's looking for the sunrise and sunset in the city of Leh. Just reached Khardung Pass, which is 40 kilometers away from Leh at an altitude of 18,500 feet. Khardung is known as a gateway to Nubra Valley and is the highest motorable road in the world with a magnificent landscape. This is primarily known for the motorbike riders who ride all the way to Nubra and back to Leh. We got a little bit of oxygen issue here, but it makes sense to carry a small cylinder of oxygen with you so that you're pretty much covered up until Nubra Valley. This route was also used for transferring war wells to China during the Second World War. After traveling 150 kilometers, almost reached Nubra Valley. Stopped in a place called Shark River. This is There's an interesting village which is 9 kilometers away from Diskit, the place called Hunder, which is known for double horn camel. This is one of the only place in India. I think besides this, you would find it in China, across the world. So many of them. There are close to 84 camels in this white desert. A remote world, the most silent of all the silences, with incredibly fresh air and with just over 1,000 population. That's Diskit for you. Diskit is famous for some of the largest and oldest monasteries in Ladakh region. Some of them back to 14th century. The one that you see behind me is one of those. The Maitra Buddha statue is close to 110 foot and gives you an amazing view of the Nubra valley right from the top. I've reached a place called Panamik, which is 150 kilometers away from Leh, at an altitude of 10,500 feet. If you love hot water spring, then this is the place for you. This place is the last village between India and Tibetan border. One of the reasons why they say we should start early from Leh towards Pangong is this. So I gotta cross this particular river and go on the other side. I tried, I gave it a shot at 9, but still the road is already occupied by water. But I think we should be able to do it. Well, the river was crossed with a lot of side effects. and as usual, certainly worth it. Another challenge down the road. Hopefully the last one. The second one was past too, but I've got lots and lots of water inside my shoes right now. It's a beautiful day in Pangong with pleasant weather. One of the unfortunate events that has happened is I have punctured one of my tires. It's being fixed though. We're going to use this time to interact with our local kids, Khasa and Pango. Hi guys, how are you? They're a bit of a shy. The lake lies calmly at a breathtaking elevation of 14,200 feet. It lies between India and China, close to 12 kilometers long. Interestingly, 60% of the lake is with the neighboring country, and that interests a lot of travelers to come and witness this particular place. This dirt certainly deserves a once in a lifetime visit, but if you're coming for a second time like me, it's definitely a blessing. This surreal blue water is actually salty in nature, and that's precisely the reason why aquatic life is not being seen in this particular water. Moreover, the temperature of water lies between minus 30 degrees and minus 10 degrees and often creates a thick icy layer, which is not quite often for salt-ridden water bodies. The lake also attracts a lot of migratory birds, which quite come often in winters, and this attracts a lot of travelers who are interested in photography, bird watching, adventure, etc. Pangong Lake also have another interesting feature. Most of the time it changes its color from blue to green, and sometimes even grayish in color, especially in the late evenings. Around Leh, you'll find a lot of fascinating sights, and one such site is Magnetic Hill, where gravity takes a back seat. So essentially there's a box that's been marked wherein you just have to park your vehicle and the vehicle will move by itself at the speed of 20 kilometers per hour. Magnetic Hill is around 30 kilometers from Leh and lies between Leh, Kargil and Srinagar highway. Villagers in Ladakh believe that this road once led to heaven. The deserving people would be automatically pulled and undeserving ones would not. The science believes that the hill has the strong magnetic force force, because of which it pulls all the vehicle in the vicinity. The magnetic force is so strong that even Indian Air Force avoid taking this route just to avoid magnetic interference with their devices. Sangam is a confluence of Indus and Zanskar River. The two river joining can be seen at this point. The location is situated around 25 kilometers from Leh and offers one of the best scenic beauty. We started a trip from Leh, went to Khardung, and from there we went to Diskit, Hunder, and back again to this P. Went to Samur, Panamik, and then we come back to Agam, and from Agam we come to Durbuk to Lokong, and Lokong to Pangong Lake. And we start our journey back from Pangong, come to Durbuk, Sakti, and then Kharus, Pituk, and finally to Leh.